Good afternoon. There's been another arrest in connection with an alleged terrorist plot in Ottawa.
The group faces charges that include conspiracy to facilitate terrorism.
Police say they also seized equipment that could have made bombs. Meanwhile, former Montrealer Khurrum Sher made a brief court appearance in Ottawa this morning. He arrived under police guard and his appearance lasted less than 2 minutes. Sher is a doctor who graduated from McGill's Medical School. He left Montreal this summer for London, Ontario. Police say they moved in to make the arrests yesterday because they believe the suspects were about to send money to terrorists in Afghanistan to attack Canadian and NATO troops. The RCMP says attacks would likely have come in about 3 months' time. A lawyer for Sher says his client is taking the charges seriously. Anser says it is important to remember that his client is alleged to be part of a terrorist cell and hopes to clear his name soon.
My primary focus right now is to make sure that we can get a bail hearing done. So that's what we were talking about with the Crown today. It's been considerable time figuring out the protocol because it may be a lengthy bail hearing. We've got to figure that out so we can get that moving as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, people who know Khurrum Sher personally are still stunned by his arrest. He's being described as a fun-loving guy with a passion for hockey. Annie, how are people reacting, the folks that you've spoken to, about this?
Well, more shock, disbelief, and really sadness, Todd, from people that I spoke to here at the Islamic Community Center in Brossard, where Sher worshipped during his time here on the South Shore. His imam told CTV that he's a good man who practiced, or who observed rather, the Muslim practice as well. A family friend that I spoke to earlier today put it this way: there must be a misunderstanding, a mistake. This must be a case of mistaken identity. There's no other way to explain it, he said. And that's something really that we've heard a lot from the people who have spoken out publicly, people from the community or friends of Sher who have come out and spoken out publicly since yesterday. By all accounts, he was, as you mentioned, a prankster. You're probably seeing right now the Canadian Idol audition from 2008, which was meant as a dare. He was an overachiever, an avid hockey player, a pathologist at the Montreal General Hospital until the end of June when he moved to London, Ontario. He was also very active in his community, distributing food to needy families here on the South Shore. And he was also the director of the RS Foundation, which is a not-for-profit group that raises money for Pakistan. Now, a spokesperson for that group yesterday told CTV that the foundation is completely legit and there are no allegations against the RS Foundation. However, they did drop their Hymas Boulevard address from their website yesterday, and now they've also dropped the Ottawa address, so that's not clear what the explanation for that is. So another mystery, really, as is the charge against Khurrum Sher for people who know him here, again, friends and community members, just trying to stunned and struggling with this charge, trying to figure out what it's all about, Todd.
Thanks, Annie. Annie DeMelt reporting live from the Islamic Community Center in Brossard today.